Hi, my name is Anna. Welcome back to my channel, and I just finished watching Drawing Appealing Characters by Magdalina Dianova on Domestika. It's a wonderful course. She shared a lot of tips and tricks and her own process for creating these characters, and I can't wait to try it. And I'll do that by creating a brand new character of my own. And I hope you will join me on this journey, so feel free to pause this video and follow along creating your own character as well. We have a lot of work to do, and let's start just the way Magdalena Dianova does and follow her character prompt to design a character of our own. I was thinking about it and I decided to do kind of a random generation for certain parts of the character to keep it more fun. So I found this random website that allows you to generate certain prompts, and one of the things that showed up is studying to become a mechanic. So my character will be studying to become a mechanic, but she also works part-time at a candy shop. So that's quite interesting. The rest I just kind of decided to fill up on my own. So we had that she's brave, fun, strong, energetic. She loves to spend time at the gym and racing. She likes speed and adrenaline and cars, and she doesn't like feeling lonely or watching TV. Basically, this character is like the complete opposite of my personality, so this should be pretty fun. Her greatest weakness is that she has no filter, so when she speaks, she doesn't even think about what she's saying. And then what can instantly make her feel sad is fake people and bullies. Now that we have that in place, the next step is to create mood board. And by the way, don't forget, if you're following along, pause, answer these questions, and let's create our characters together. So for the mood board, I'll be looking at pictures that kind of have the clothing style, the vibe, the colors, the atmosphere that I want to show in these characters. I still don't know what she will look like exactly. I'll be experimenting with that in the next steps of the character design. I'll be using Pinterest mostly and Visrev, which is an app for iPad where you can collect different references and then reference them in your future work. I actually really like this app, and it's not sponsored by Zep or anything. I just really genuinely like using it. So now that we have our mood board, I have the write-up of what the character looks like on top of it, and then a few things that I've collected. I have some candy stores and some candy outfits. I also have mechanic girls and their outfits and what they're doing, as well as car racing and some activities. They're like adrenaline activities, you know, like jumping off a cliff. For me, that's an adrenaline activity. I would probably never do that in my life. She said she likes going to the gym. See, I'm just referring to her as a live character. And I imagine her to be doing boxing in the gym, not just like a regular workout, and just a general style and vibe of this character. These are just good to have, and I'm not going to be copying any one specific character or image for this, but rather the combination of all of them. Now that we have the vibe ready, let's create a few variations of this character, like different poses and body types. And do we want it to be an elongated figure, or very round, or square, or triangle? What kind of shapes are we talking about? Let's figure this out in this next step. By the way, Magdalina Dianova, if you guys don't know, she's a self-taught freelance character designer from Bulgaria. She has worked in the animation industry for the past 6 years for clients like DreamWorks TV, Spin Master, 3D Total, and many others. She has a YouTube channel, an Instagram, Patreon, and this awesome course that I was watching on Domestika just now. She learned from studying art books and online courses. Her online presence helped her get discovered by clients, and there's no wonder, because her work is so beautiful. I really enjoy looking through her Instagram portfolio. And here are my 4 character variations. You can do so many more. I just decided to do 4 for this video. I wanted to get it out to you as soon as possible. And so when we look at these, we have the first one, which is kind of more generic, but she has like these boxy shapes with a bit wider hips and bigger legs, but then her arms, I imagine them to be muscular, you know, but in general, the proportions are pretty equal to that of reality. And I actually kind of really like it. Then the second one that we have is kind of like a smaller upper area and a larger bottom area for this character. Like we really can see that difference in sizes, and it looks pretty cool as well. The third one is very elongated figure. We have like stretched out shapes, you know. And then the final one is just, yeah, that one just didn't work out that well. So my two top favorites are definitely number 1 and number 3. And looking at both of them, I really like number 3, but I think she doesn't quite fit the character description that we have. So I'm going to go with number 1 for this character, because character design is all about that description. People have to be able to look at the character and get a sense for who they are. And by the way, if you're following on this journey with me, you're creating your own character, whether with this prompt or your own prompt, tag me on Instagram at anasoc_art so that I can see your wonderful creations. I cannot wait to see them. So I actually received the Magdalina Dianova's course on Domestika from Domestika team. They gave me guest access, so I don't actually own the course. Once you buy the course, you get access to it forever, basically, you know, it's gonna be on your profile, but I just got access for a few days so I can check out this course and share it with you guys. And I'm super, super happy that I did, because it's always so fun and so interesting to learn from other artists. We truly live in a wonderful age. So this Domestika course by Magdalena is about discovering dynamic character design by learning to tell a story through expressions, poses, clothing, and more. You will learn how to design characters that express their own unique personality, explore anatomy, color schemes, clothing, gestures, and you will see how to create a character full of life from start to finish. And she does it in Procreate like I am during this course, but she does say you can do it anywhere. And on Domestika, there is a student feedback area with like projects and everything, and there are many artists who did this course and did the character, but they did it on a paper or different other software. So it's not really about the app that she's using, it's more about the journey, the process she takes us through, explaining step by step how she achieves her results. And as always in Domestika, there is a course project, and this time is to create a character sheet with different poses and outfit designs that reflect their story using either digital or traditional methods. There are no requirements for this course. You don't need any previous experience, you know. That's why it's such a perfect course for me, because I don't really have much experience designing characters. I play with it here and there, but I never really did it like full time and a lot. But this was super, super fun to do. This course, at the time of recording and the time that I was going through it, it has over 26,000 students. That's a lot of students, and I definitely think this course deserves it. So now I created a few color variations for this character, and if we look at her, she still doesn't have a name. So if you have any name ideas that would fit her very well, leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And I created these colors, and the first one that I created, I thought this is gonna be it, you know, but the more I was tweaking them, the more I realized the kind of vibe I was going for. So this is the final result. I really like it. I think it kind of works with the aesthetic of mechanics students slash works at a candy shop. And now that we have it, I want to finalize it, add some extra detail, and really bring this character to life. And like I said, this course is on Domestika, and it's a creative community filled with various top-notch courses made by creative professionals, which is super cool. And I always enjoy watching their courses because you can tell they're done so professionally, and I really love professional video, you know, as you can tell probably, hopefully, that it has to be nice looking as an artist. I appreciate that, so whatever, sue me. So here we have the final drawing. We have all the colors, and I like them, and there's the pops of pink, and she has a tattoo. She's like a super cool character, definitely badass, and I'm super excited to be working with her further, because now we're gonna create some situational clothing. That is something that Magdalena Dianova did in her Domestika course, and I really, really enjoyed it. It kind of really, truly brings a character to life. What will they look like in a different situation? So in general, it would be nice to create like 4, 5, 10 different situational clothing, but I think I'm just gonna do 2 today for this video. I think I'm going to pick one, the candy shop store outfit, because I think it's kind of cool and it's a big part of her life, right? So I decided to turn her slightly so we can really get the idea of the whole outfit. Remember, we're not creating an illustration here at this point. We're just trying to figure out the clothing, the colors, and the vibe in a different situation. So we have this first one where she is working at the candy shop. I decided to still keep her kind of like more black and white tones, you know, not too much color, because we have that yellow hair and the pink strand that I think really brings the character together. But I did give her a yellow apron to sort of match her hair. I just adjusted the hue a little bit so there's more variation. Now she's wearing white pants and she has blue tints in her blue ribbon on her wrist and a little bit of blue in the socks. I kind of decided to spread out these colors. And finally, Domestika is a non-subscription based platform, which is kind of a rarity now. So you only pay for the courses you buy and you get 10% off from any purchase that you make on Domestika with this code right here. I'll leave it in the link in the description for the code. If there's an offer on Domestika right now, you can still use this code to get 10% off extra on top of that. Check out the link in the description to all the courses and get 10% off with this code. And then the next one, what I imagine her to look like during a night car racing or where she goes out with her friends. I gave her a hat, some similar kind of style clothing, different pants. This is the first big pants, but I really like how they contrast with her tight top. So I think that looks pretty cool and she looks pretty stylish, you know. And then we have little two buns for her hair. So she has also now 3 hairstyles. And that is how we bring the character together to life. By the way, if you want to watch the entire process for me creating these characters, I'll be uploading it to my Patreon soon for my wonderful patrons. At any tier, you get access to the entire process and the Procreate file and the lessons. There's brushes and courses and so much more. Once you join, you get access to all of it. So if you want to check it out, go to learn.yourartpath.com or patreon.com/yourartpath. All in all, I think this was super fun. I would have never picked those 2 variations, mechanical student and works at a candy shop, but thanks to the random generator, this is the character we came up with. I do love her so much, and I actually really want to turn her into one of my paintings. So that will be the next video that I'll be working on. Check it out right here. I will see you in the next one. Keep creating.